Good morning, friends. I wanted to come on today because everybody I have seen at work in my practice all week is under so much stress. Obviously this week even more than the rest of the year. And oh my gosh, are we going through a year or what? So this is my pandemic puppy, my 50-pound lap dog. This is Norm. And I wanted to talk a little bit today. He might start barking and he'll have to go. But I just wanted to come on and talk today about a book that I just finished and some key points from that book that I feel like can help everybody right now. Because no matter what is going on in your life, most likely you're feeling this extra weight of the world, this extra stress that's going on this year. And I'm right there with you. What a year we've been through. And it's not over yet. I am always one to look for silver linings. And I do feel like this year has been a tremendous growth opportunity for me that I did not want, but I have learned so much about myself and how I can best manage my stress. Because what I tell my patients all the time is it's always going to be something. There's always going to be something that is stressful, and life is all about how you manage that and how you deal with it. And so this book that I just finished, I'm going to show you the cover. This, it's called Burnout: The Secret to Unlocking the Stress Cycle. And it's by Emily Nagoski and her sister, Amelia Nagoski. I heard about it on Brene Brown's podcast, and I'm going to link to that podcast episode because the interview was fantastic as well. And these two women just articulate things really beautifully. It's nothing that I didn't know already, as far as how stress works and how stress management works. But they had a way of really articulating the way that the stress cycle works and how we need to complete the stress cycle in order to come down after something. I don't know about you, but I feel like in some ways this year has been one thing after another, and a lot of us have just been running on adrenaline for way too long, and our adrenals are just burnt out. The book talks about how you've got to complete the stress cycle in order to feel better after you've been stressed. And I'm going to read one sentence that was just so amazingly helpful to me. So let's say you are a gazelle and you're running from a lion. When you get to the end, like say somebody shoots the lion and the gazelle is safe. The gazelle doesn't immediately just feel better and be totally fine. The gazelle has to do something to complete that stress cycle. So what the book says, just telling yourself you're safe now, calm down, doesn't help. Even seeing the dead lion isn't enough. You have to do something that signals to your body that you are safe, or else you'll stay in that state with neurochemicals and hormones degrading but never shifting into relaxation. Your digestive system, immune system, cardiovascular system, musculoskeletal system, and reproductive system never get the signal that they're safe. And that's what this is about telling your body that you're safe. And so there's a whole bunch of great suggestions in here, and it's nothing you haven't heard before, but of course the key is actually doing it. And so it talks about exercise, dancing, singing, ways of releasing energy. I find that the keys for me this year, exercise is a huge one. Going for a walk. This puppy, this pain in the butt puppy, has been so good for me because he requires a lot of exercise. If you have a dog, you know that they are like the best accountability partner ever when it comes to getting outside and going for a walk. He's watching leaves right now. He wants to be a bird hunting dog, and so he likes to watch anything that is flying around. Anyway, so exercise is huge for me. Getting my daily walks in is so important. Honestly, petting animals is so helpful. I love to sing, and so I often will sing in my car at the top of my lungs, or maybe in the shower, or in my backyard, and that is tremendously stress relieving for me. Connection, so like get a hug from my husband is so stress relieving for me. A long talk with my best friend, Another thing that's really important for me is sleep. Often when I am super stressed, one of the best things I can do is take a nap. And it talks in this book about why, all the biochemical changes behind why that can be so helpful for resetting your nervous system. I find acupuncture for me is also incredibly resetting. That's another way that I really feel like I've completed my stress cycle. How do you know when you've completed your stress cycle? The book talks about a lot of different things, but basically I know when I find myself just taking a deep breath or a sigh, just unconsciously, I find myself taking a deep breath and not even thinking about it. And then I see that my nervous system has reset itself. That's so important. So I hope maybe you found a little bit of inspiration today. Get outside. It is the most beautiful week here in Wyoming. I would love if you have noticed ways that that your body completes your stress cycle. I would love if you would leave those in the comments. I hope you have the best day available to you and take good care of yourself this week.